Vessel B is a power-driven vessel. And the answer is C, vessel A is the stand-on vessel because it is restricted in its ability to maneuver, okay? If this is just a power-driven vessel, then this is a stand-on vessel. The one to the right is always a stand-on vessel, except if you're restricted in your ability to maneuver. Vessel A is the stand-on vessel in this situation, okay? 123. During a day, a small vessel engaged in diving operations shall display D, the international code flag Alpha. Okay, that's the only thing that's required. There's the other, scuba flag that's often flown, but the only one required to be flown is the code flag Alpha. So it's very important for safety. For safety, I would fly both. If I were an actual scuba diver or a vessel engaged in scuba diving. So fly both. Be as safe as you can possibly be. 124, international inland. A fishing vessel with gear out more than 150 meters to one side would display which day shape shown in diagram 17. Let's check out diagram 17 here. Which of these day shapes? Okay, a fishing vessel with gear out more than 150 meters to one side would display which day shape shown. The answer is B. The upper triangle, that is with the gear out, okay? Okay, 125. International inland. The white masthead light required for a power-driven vessel under the rules is visible over how many degrees of the horizon? White masthead light, how many degrees of horizon? Answer C, 225 degrees. 126. International inland. The lights shown on diagram 18 would be shown by a vessel that is, check out diagram 18. Okay, looks like an anchor. Let's see what we have here. Okay, less than 50 meters anchored. Answer is D, less than 50 meters anchored. 127, both international inland. What type of vessel or operation is indicated by a vessel displaying a cone with the apex down? Cone with the apex down is A, sailing vessel operating under power. Okay, it's a power-driven vessel. It's a sailing vessel operating under power. Okay, 128. A vessel may use any sound or light signals to attract the attention of another vessel as long as D, the signal cannot be mistaken for a signal authorized by the rules. They want to send confusing communications. 129, international inland. A vessel engaging in fishing must display a light in the direction of any gear that extends outward more than 150 meters. The color of this light is A, white. Typically there's a green light on the other side for you to go around. 130, international inland. Which statement is true concerning a towing light when a towing vessel is towing astern? Answer is D. The yellow towing light is shown above white stern light. 131, international inland. At night, a vessel which is less than 7 meters in length and anchored in any area where other vessels do not normally navigate is A, not required to show any anchor lights. Okay? That's a tricky one. 132, international inland. You are in charge of a 20-meter power-driven vessel at anchor in fog. You hear fog signal of a vessel underway, growing louder off your port bow. You may sound C, one short, one prolonged, and one short blast. Again, one short, one prolonged, and one short blast. Okay? That is the most correct answer. 133. International Inland, you are underway in restricted visibility and hear a fog signal forward of the beam. Nothing appears on your radar screen. The rules require you to D. Slow to bear steerage way. Okay? Slow to bear steerage way. That means go at a speed that you can stop if anything comes in front of you at a safe speed. It's not necessarily defined, except that it is a safe speed in order for you to stop. That's what bear steerage way is. 134, International Inland, a towing vessel 30 meters in length is pushing barges ahead. How many white masthead lights is the vessel required to show at night? The answer is B, 2. 135, International Inland, a light that has an arc length of 112.5 degrees is a C, side light. 136, International Inland, which of the following vessels, when anchored at night, would not be required to show anchor lights? C, vessel dredging. Vessel dredging is not at anchor. It's doing work. 137, both International Inland, a vessel which is towing and showing 3 forward white masthead lights in a vertical line is indicating that the length of the D tow is greater than 200 meters. 3 is greater than 2. So 3 forward lights, 3 forward white masthead lights. 3 is greater than 2. That is the remembering tool. Tow is greater than 200 meters. Okay, 138, inland only. One prolonged blast is sounded by a vessel, C, leaving dock or berth. 139, International Inland, while underway in fog, you hear a whistle signal consisting of one prolonged blast, followed by immediately by 2 short blasts. Such a signal is sounded in fog by B, a vessel towing. 140, International Inland, when a vessel signals her distress by means of a hand-held flare, the color of the flare is red, A. 141, International Inland, a head-on or meeting situation shall be deemed to exist at night when a vessel sees the other vessel ahead and D, both side lights are visible. It's a head-on meeting situation. Both side lights are visible. That's a head-on. You can see both port and starboard light. Okay, 142, International Inland, a vessel in restricted visibility, sounding a signal of 1 short, 1 prolonged, and 1 short blast is indicating the vessel is C, at anchor. Went over this. International Inland, 143, any action to avoid collision shall be C, positive, made in ample time with due regard to the observance of a good seamanship. Okay? It is not any of the others. So positive, made in ample time with due regard to the observance of good seamanship. 144, International Inland, you are approaching another vessel at night. You can see both red and green side lights, and above the level of the side lights, 3 white lights in a vertical line. The vessel may be B, towing astern and the tow exceeds 200 meters. Means you're in a towing astern and tow exceeds 200 meters. You're in a head-on situation there. 145, International Inland, in a crossing situation on open waters, a sailing vessel shall keep out of the way of all the following vessels except a power-driven vessel approaching on her starboard side. A power-driven vessel approaching on her starboard side. Even though, that is a stand-on vessel. The power-driven vessel, even though it's a sailing vessel, you still want to observe the rules of stand-on vessel and give-way vessel at night. Well, I guess no. 146, International Inland. You are underway in fog when you hear a fog signal ahead of you. The rules require you to navigate with caution until the danger of collision is over and to B. Reduce speed to bear steerage way. We went over that. 147, International Inland. At night, you are towing a partly submerged vessel, 20 meters in length and 4 meters in breadth. What lights must you display on the towed vessel? C. A white light at the forward end and a white light at the after end. 148, International Inland. Which of the following vessels shall be regarded as restricted in their ability to maneuver? Working vessels, typically. So D. Mine clearance. 149, International Inland. A vessel not under command during the day would display C. 2 balls in a vertical line. 150, International Inland. You are underway and approaching a bend in the channel where vessels approaching from the opposite direction cannot be seen. You should sound B. 1 prolonged blast, about 4 to 6 seconds in duration. Okay. 151, International Inland. You encounter a vessel displaying the day shapes shown in diagram 1. Which of the following is it? And let's see diagram 1 here. Diagram 1. You encounter a vessel displaying the day shape shown in diagram. Which of the following vessel is it? The answer is D. A fishing vessel with nets out more than 150 meters. Okay. 152, International Inland. There are 2 classes of vessels which do not have to comply with the rules regarding traffic separation schemes to the extent necessary to carry out their work. One of these vessels is a vessel B, servicing a submarine cable. 153, International Inland. You are underway in fog when you hear the following signal: 1 prolonged blast and 2 short blasts in succession. Which of the following would it be? A fishing vessel underway. 154, International Inland. A towing vessel is towing 2 barges astern. The length of the tow from the stern of the tug to the stern of the last barge is 250 meters. How many white masthead lights should be displayed in a vertical line on the towboat at night? 3 is more than 2. So if you the answer is C, 3, because 3 is more than 200 meters. 3 is more than 2 is the memory tool. So 3 lights because you're over 200 meters. 155, International Inland. At night, a vessel shall indicate that she is restricted in her ability to maneuver by showing in a vertical line. C, 3 lights in a vertical line. The highest and lowest of these lights are red, and the middle light is white. So red, white, red. 156, International Inland. What day shape would you see on a tug towing astern where the length of the tow exceeds 200 meters? Diagram 17. Let's see diagram 17. Let's see diagram 17. Okay. What day shape would you see on a tug towing astern where the length of the tow exceeds 200 meters? Answer is C, diamond. 157. If necessary to avoid collision or allow more time to assess the situation, a vessel shall C, slacken your speed or take all way off by stopping or reversing her means of propulsion. Okay, do whatever is necessary with your speed. Okay, 158, International Inland. While underway, your vessel approaches a bend in a river where, due to the bank, your vision is obstructed. You should C. Sound one prolonged blast. 159. During the day, an inconspicuous, partly submerged vessel or object being towed shall show D. A diamond shape. 160. International inland. A person aboard a vessel signaling by raising and lowering their outstretched arms to each side is indicating a vessel in distress. A distress signal. A distress signal. 161. International inland. Your vessel is crossing a narrow channel and a large cargo vessel to port is within the channel and crossing your course. What is your responsibility? D. Do not cross the channel if you might impede the other vessel. It's a large barge. Come on, be smart. 162. Both international inland, a power-driven vessel has on her port side a sailing vessel that is on a collision course. The power-driven vessel is required to B. Give way and keep clear of the sailing vessel. 163. International inland. When is a stand-on vessel first allowed by the rules to take action in order to avoid a collision? A. When it becomes apparent that the give-way vessel is not taking appropriate action to avoid the collision. 164. International inland. The arc of visibility of a masthead light is 225 degrees. We went over this. International inland. 165. A vessel restricting her ability to maneuver will sound a fog signal of C. One prolonged and two short blasts every 2 minutes. One prolonged and two short blasts every 2 minutes. 166. International inland. A sailing vessel would be required to show B. Side lights and a stern light. That's all they're required. It's a sailing vessel, side lights and a stern light only. 167. While underway in fog, you hear the fog signal of another vessel ahead. If a risk of collision exists, you must A. Reduce your speed to the minimum and necessary, take all way off, and navigate with caution. 168. While underway in fog, you hear a whistle signal of one prolonged blast followed by two short blasts. This signal is sounded by a D. Mine clearance vessel. Basically a ram, restricted inability maneuver, working. Okay. 169. International inland. A sailing vessel is in the fog. What fog signal should she sound? The answer is D. One prolonged and two short blasts at 2-minute intervals. 170. International inland. What is required of a fishing vessel when meeting a vessel not under command? A. The fishing vessel must keep clear of the vessel not under command. Only new reels catch fish, so purchase them often. New is not under command. Nuck. 171. International inland. You are on a vessel nearing a bend in the channel where, because of the height of the bank, you cannot see a vessel approaching from the opposite direction. You should sound B. One prolonged blast. 172. International inland. Which vessel is considered to be a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver under the navigational rules? The answer is B. A vessel dredging. Okay. B. A vessel dredging. 173. Both international inland. You are on a power-driven vessel, and at night you see a vessel ahead displaying the lights shown in diagram 14. Red over white. Sailing at night. Let's see. 14. Okay. You are a power-driven vessel. At night, you see a vessel ahead displaying the lights shown in diagram 14. You should C. Stay clear as the vessel is fishing. This is a fishing vessel. 174. Both international and inland. In daytime, a 19-meter vessel underway fishing with nets or lines shall indicate their occupation by displaying D. Two cones with apexes together. It looks like a fish. 175. You are approaching a dredge and see two balls in a vertical line on the port side of the dredge. These shapes mean that B, there is an obstruction on the port side of the dredge. Do not pass on the port side. 176, International Inland. The arc of visibility of a stern light is 135 degrees. That's answer D. 177, both international inland, a stand-on vessel in a crossing situation is allowed to take action when C, it becomes apparent to her that the give-way vessel is not taking appropriate action. 178, international inland, which vessel is required to sound a fog signal of one prolonged blast followed by two short blasts? A vessel not under command? Yes. A sailing vessel? Yes. A vessel restricting its ability to maneuver? Yes. All of the above. One prolonged, two short blasts. It just means that in fog. There's a vessel in fog. Beware. Okay, 179, international inland. In addition to her side lights and stern light, a vessel not under command and making way at night would show D, two all-around red lights in a vertical line. 180, both international inland, you are underway in a fog when you hear a whistle signal of one prolonged blast followed by three short blasts. This signal could indicate a vessel is B, manned vessel being towed. 181, international inland, while underway pushing a barge ahead, your vessel enters a heavy rainstorm. You should sound C, one prolonged and two short blasts every 2 minutes. 182, international inland, which signal is recognized as a distress signal? C is the answer, a smoke signal giving off orange-colored smoke. 183, international inland, a lookout is required. C, at all times. 184, international inland, how may you join traffic separation scheme from the side? The answer is A, join at small angles. Okay, don't join 90 degrees going fast. Okay, join at small angles just like you're getting on the highway. 185, inland only. You are on board the stand-on vessel in a crossing situation. It becomes apparent to you that the give-way vessel is not taking appropriate actions in compliance with the rules. You are required to C, sound the danger signal and take action to avoid collision. You're still responsible for it. 186, international inland, you see a vessel displaying the lights shown in diagram 23. This could be a, let's see, diagram 23 is 23. Let's see. You see a vessel displaying lights shown in diagram 23. This could be a power-driven vessel, less than 50 meters, underway, port side view. It's C. The answer is C. So it's power-driven vessel. You're looking at the port side. Don't go. You are the give-way vessel. Red means stop. Green means go. Okay. 187. During the day, a vessel picking up a submarine cable shall carry D, three shapes. The highest and lowest shall be black balls, and the middle shall be a black diamond. That's restricted in ability to maneuver. That's a working vessel. That's a ram. That's what the day shape is. 188, international inland. While underway, your vessel enters fog. You stop your engines, and the vessel is dead in the water. You are underway, not making way. What fog signal should you sound? The answer is B, two prolonged blasts every 2 minutes. Two prolonged blasts every 2 minutes. 189, you are underway in a fog when you hear a whistle signal of one prolonged blast followed by two short blasts. This signal could indicate a vessel, D, towing. It's just, the other ones aren't even moving. So 190, international inland, you are approaching another vessel and its compass bearing does not change. This would indicate that B, a risk of collision exists. If its compass bearing doesn't change and you're approaching it, That means a risk of collision exists. 191. International inland vessels 1 and 2 are underway, shown in diagram 8. Let's see what diagram 8 looks like. Diagram 8. Vessels 1 and 2 are shown in diagram 8. Vessel 1 is a sailing vessel. Vessel 2 is a fishing vessel. Which statement is true? Only new reels catch fish. So, if vessel 1 is to keep clear of the vessel 2 because vessel 2 is fishing. Only new reels catch fish. Fishing takes precedent over sailing. Sailing is so. Only new reels catch fish, so purchase some often. 192. While underway in fog, you hear another vessel sounding 2 prolonged blasts every 2 minutes. This signal indicates it's a B, power-driven vessel underway and not making way through the water. We just had that question. Both international and which vessel is classified as restricted in her ability to maneuver? A vessel engaged in surveying. 94, both international and inland. A vessel engaged in mine clearance is showing 3 green lights as shown in diagram 13. These lights indicate that an approaching vessel should pass no closer than... diagram 13. Let's see what diagram 13 looks like. Diagram 13. That is a mine clearance vessel. Do not approach no closer than 1,000 meters. 1,000 meters astern. You better keep those green lights far, far away. Okay, that's a mine clearing vehicle. Okay. The vessel showing the lights in diagram 24 is, I'm just gonna bring it over here like this. Vessel showing the lights in diagram 24 is B, a towing vessel, yellow over white. 196. While underway in a fog, you hear a signal of 3 strokes of a bell, a rapid ringing of a bell, and 3 more strokes of bell. This signal is rung by a vessel aground. 3 strokes of the bell means I am aground. I am aground. 3 strokes of the bell. Okay, and then 197. International inland, a vessel crossing a traffic separation scheme shall C. Cross at a heading as nearly as practicable at right angles to the direction of the traffic flow. This is at a traffic separation scheme, okay? On 98. International inland, a towing light is what color? Yellow. A. International inland, you are on a sailing vessel. While under sail, you decide to use your engine to assist in propulsion. Which day shape should you show? Diagram 17. Which day shape should you show? Answer is D, the triangle pointing downwards. 200. Which day shape would you show, if any, on the after end of an inconspicuous, partially submerged object being towed? Diagram 17. C. Answer C. 201. International inland. Which day shape in diagram 17 would a fishing vessel show when there is an outlying gear extending more than 150 meters horizontally from the fishing vessel? The answer is B. Fishing vessel, more than 150 meters. International and inland. Day shape A in diagram 17 indicates a vessel anchored. A. 203. At night, a vessel displaying the light shown in diagram 18, there's 18, is C, anchored. 204. International inland. At night, a vessel displaying the light shown in diagram 19 is the vessel shown in diagram 19 at night is D, a power-driven vessel less than 50 meters. 205, a vessel displaying only the lights shown in diagram 20 is C, a vessel engaged on pilotage duty underway. So you are looking at its port side. There's stand-on vessel. Okay. Only new reels catch fish, so purchase is pilot. Okay. 206. You see the lights displayed in diagram 21. It could be a, and the answer is A, fishing vessel with outlying gear more than 115 meters. Red over white, fishing. White over red is pilot. Okay. International Inland number 207. The vessel showing the lights in diagram 22 is towing. And it looks like you're looking at the port side of that towing vessel. Okay. 208. The lights shown in diagram 23 are those of A, D, power-driven vessel of less than 50 meters in length underway. Okay, we're looking at the port side. 24. International Inland, a vessel displaying the lights shown in diagram 24 is B, towing astern. Yellow light means towing. 210. Underway at night, a vessel displaying the lights shown in diagram 25 is C, a sailing vessel. Okay? This is a sailing vessel. You know, it looks like you're looking at the starboard side of that sailing vessel. Okay? So green means go. You're looking at that starboard side of the sailing vessel. Okay, 211. At night, a vessel displaying the lights shown in diagram 26 is B, fishing vessel at anchor. That's anchor. Okay. Diagram 27. The vessel displaying the lights shown in diagram 27 is C, trawling. Okay. It's a green light indicates trawling. Okay, 213. A vessel displaying lights shown in diagram 28 is A, trawling. So this is trawling, you're looking at the port side. This is trawling, you're looking at the starboard side. Okay. 214. The flag displayed in diagram 29 indicates a vessel engaged in diving operations. B. Okay, that's the diving operations. But sometimes they fly another flag, but this is the required flag, and for safety reasons, I would fly both. 215. International Inland. At night, a vessel displaying the lights shown in diagram 30 is towing astern. Okay? Towing astern. And 3 is more than 2, so it's over 200 feet, I would say. 200 meters. 216. At night, a vessel displaying the lights shown in diagram 31 is C, trawling. You're probably looking at the astern, right? 32. Okay. Diagram 30. A vessel displaying the lights shown in diagram 32. Constrained by draft. C. Okay. On to 218. Inland only. You see the light displayed on diagram 33. Uh-oh. It is A. The answer is A, law enforcement. Blue flashing is law enforcement always. 219. A vessel showing the lights in diagram 34 is restricted in her ability to maneuver. Red, white, red is restricted in ability to ram. Only new reels. Reels is a ram. Okay, only new reels catch fish, so purchase them often. The answer is B on that one. 220. The lights shown in diagram 35 are exhibited by a vessel not under command. 2 is not under command. And the answer is D. 221. International, a vessel constrained by draft would show which day shape in diagram 36. Diagram 36 is a cylinder, constrained by draft cylinder. 222. What day shape is shown in diagram 36 for vessels restricted in their ability to maneuver? The ram, red, white, red, or that's what a ram vessel day shape looks like. Okay? Restricted in ability to maneuver. The answer is C. 223. A vessel not under command would display which day shape? Not under command. Answer is B. 2. It's a nuck. 3 means run aground. Okay? A towing vessel that is restricted in ability to maneuver, towing astern less than 200 meters, would display day shape in diagram 36. C. They're working. Ram. Restricted in ability to maneuver. 225. The vessel displaying day shape A in 36 is a vessel run aground. I am aground. I am aground. Okay. 226. A vessel engaged in servicing a navigation mark during the day would display which day shape in 36? They're a working vessel, so they're restricted in their ability to maneuver. That answer would be C. 227. At night, you see the lights shown in diagram 37. They indicate that it could be a sailing vessel. A. Sailing vessel. 228. You are on watch and sight a vessel displaying the lights displayed in diagram 37. They indicate B. A sailing vessel. We just went over that. 229. International only. The lights displayed in diagram 38 indicate C. A vessel towing astern. And actually the vessel is over 200 meters. 200 feet. 200 feet. 230. You see the day shape displayed in diagram 39. This indicates B. A vessel towing astern. 231. The rule regarding lookouts applies in restricted visibility? Yes. Between dusk and dawn? Yes. In heavy traffic? Yes. All of the above. You always have to be on lookout. That's the rule. Okay. 232. You are underway in thick fog. Which of the following statements is true? The radar must be on and used for scanning. Okay. A. The radar must be on and used for scanning. 233. Which statement is true concerning risk of collision? The answer is D. Risk of collision exists when compass bearing of an approaching vessel does not appreciably change. 234. International Inland. When taking action to avoid collision, you should A. Make sure the action is taken in ample time. 235. International and inland. Each side light has an arc of visibility of D. 112.5 degrees. 236. A lookout shall be maintained. D. At all times. 237. Every vessel shall at all times maintain a proper lookout by sight, hearing, all available means. Yes, yes, yes. D. All of the above. International Inland. Number 238. A vessel must precede a safe speed in restricted visibility. Yes. In congested waters. Yes. During darkness. Yes. Safe speed. All of the time. D. All of the above. 239. International Inland. Safe speed Safe speed is defined as that speed where B, you can take proper and effective action to avoid collision and be stopped within a distance appropriate to the prevailing circumstances and conditions. Again, I'm going to read that again. Number 239. Safe speed is defined as that speed where B, you can take proper and effective action to avoid collision and be stopped within a distance appropriate to the prevailing circumstances and conditions. Okay. Number 240, International Inland. Action by the giveaway vessel states that every vessel which is directed to keep out of the way of another vessel shall, so far as possible, D, take early and substantial action to keep well clear. 241, International Inland. You are the watch officer on a power-driven vessel and notice a large sailing vessel approaching from astern. You should A, hold your course and speed as you are the stand-on vessel. Okay? Overtaking, overtaken. Okay? They have to give way to you. 242, international only. Two vessels meeting in a head-on situation are directed by the rules to A, alter course to starboard and pass port to port. Port to port is always the safest, and when in doubt, go starboard. Okay, 243, international inland. A head-on situation shall be deemed to exist at night when a vessel sees the other vessel ahead, and D, both side lights and masthead lights are visible. D, both side lights and masthead light are visible. 244, international inland. In a crossing situation, the vessel that is to keep out of the way of another vessel must take positive action early to comply with this obligation and shall A, avoid crossing ahead of the other vessel. 245, international inland. In a crossing situation, the giveaway vessel shall keep out of the way and shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, A, avoid crossing ahead of the other vessel. 246. The term short blast means a blast of about A, 1 second's duration. This question I don't think is on the exam because the short blast is never really defined. It's not defined anymore. It used to be defined. It's not defined anymore. I don't think this question is on the test. 247. The term prolonged blast means a blast of about C, 4 to 6 seconds in duration. Again, I don't think this one is on the test. I could be wrong, okay? But C is the answer, 4 to 6 seconds in duration. 248. The arc of visibility of a stern light is 135 degrees. Answer is B. 249. International and inland. The white stern light required for a power-driven vessel under the rules is visible over how many degrees of horizon? The answer is A, 135. This is stern light, 135 degrees. 250, international inland. Additional light signals are provided in the annexes to the rules for vessels A, engaging in fishing. I don't think that one's on the test either. Anyway, those are the test answers. Here's all the test answers again if you want to pause. Okay. This is in the rules of the road. The page number in the rules of the road too, I think. So navigation rules of the road and answers. Okay. We're at the end. This has been the rules of the road test with the answers. Next, I'm going to do a rules of the road test with no answers. See if you can pass it. Again, I believe the final test is 150 questions long and you can only miss 5. You need to know the rules of the road. This is the most important test, and it's the most important information when operating a vessel. So hopefully this helps out with your safety, and Godspeed to all of you. Hope you pass the test. Bye.